All right, everybody. So I'm coming at you from my basement. Okay, I got my Eagles fat head right behind me. I got my Brent Selleck jersey. I can't really see the number. Brent Selleck, number 87, jersey for today. For all you Cowboys, Giants, and Redskins fans, I hope you enjoy seeing this behind me, this entire screencast. Today, we are going to be taking a look at Savannah, Georgia. Previously, we have looked at two settlements that are in the exact same place and how they are set up differently. Jamestown, Waracomico. Today, we're going to be looking at the same settlement, but over the course of time. So we're going to be looking at two different maps, as well as playing around with Google Earth a little bit to look at Savannah, Georgia, and to see how over time that city has evolved and the reasons behind that. All right, so that's the general gist of today. All right. Now, before we get into that, I have up on the screen what you guys receive from me every week, the assignments table. Every week, there are a handful of students that email me asking or saying that they're not able to edit it or they're not able to do certain things because of X, Y, and Z. And just about every single time, if you read the directions that are here, you watch the screencast that I'm currently doing right now, and or you read the directions on the actual assignment, you will know what to do. Okay, so it's very important that you are doing these things to put yourself in a position to succeed. Okay? And if at any moment you feel as if if at any moment after you did all those three things, you watched the screencast, you looked at the assignments table we have right here, you read the directions, you're still unsure of how to do something, then email me, okay? Because then there's something else going on that obviously something we need to figure it out. Now, one of the most common complaints that I get, or the most common, maybe not complaint, but most common email is that you are unable to edit the worksheet and therefore did not do it. Anytime you open up the worksheet, so we have the Savannah, Georgia worksheet over here. It says complete the Savannah, Georgia. When you open the Google Doc, you are getting my copy. You are not editing my copy because all of you have access to my copy. If one of you were to edit it, everybody else would see those edits. So nobody can edit my copy. You have to click File, make a copy, and hit OK. After that, you can then edit that copy that you would share with me. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that, everything, in this screencast. Okay, so make sure you're watching this entire thing. Okay, so in addition to telling you what you need to do, I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay? All right, so we're going to take a look at Savannah, Georgia. Let me click out this, leave, don't need that. Here we go. And we'll just pull out the present here. All right, Savannah, Georgia was founded by a man who honestly has one of my favorite names in history, James Oglethorpe. I mean, say that. Oglethorpe. It's awesome. He founded it in 1733 and deemed it as the capital of the new colony of Georgia. Okay, he designed the city plan of Savannah, Georgia, so that Savannah, Georgia had alleys, streets, and small parks called squares. That gave it a little bit of different look than other American cities. I mean, think about Jamestown. There wasn't city squares there. It was a fortress. It was pretty condensed. The colony's new development was assisted by the friendly Yamacraw Indians, so they were not hostile towards the Native Americans like the Jamestown settlers and the Powhatan Indians were hostile towards each other. And as Georgia grew over time, Savannah was no longer the capital, but it became a main port, and it still is today. Exporting goods such as rice and cotton. A little back history on Savannah, Georgia. All right. So for today, and we're going to exile this, exile that. Okay, let's go back to here. It says watch a recap of week 2 right there. Watch that recap. It goes over the assignments from last week, so on and so forth. Then says watch screencast. Okay, over here in resources needed, it says screencast. It is not linked because I've not put the finished copy there because I'm doing it right now. All right, so after this video, when you get it, you will see that it's linked where you can then watch this video that you are currently watching. All right, then says 3, open up Savannah, Georgia photos. And you're going to open it up to this. Actually, you're going to see this, Savannah, Georgia. And there are 2 different photos. You're going to see a photo of Savannah, Georgia, 1734. Okay, you can zoom in a little bit. All right, and then zoom out. When you zoom out, you see this little arrow right here, and it'll take you to Savannah, Georgia, 1818. All right, and you can, once again, you can, it's not letting me zoom in. All right, but you can see that there are rice fields over here. You have a river, a marsh, Hutchinson Island down here. All right, you can see this photo pretty clearly. And this is how the city town is developed right here. Okay, so you have these 2 pictures of Savannah, Georgia at different points in history. All right, you're to open up this. All right, then says complete the Savannah, Georgia worksheet. Open up the Savannah, Georgia worksheet, and you are going to see here. All right, this is what you will get when you open it. Now, in the instructions table, it says in order to edit this, file, make a copy, okay, and you will see this when it loads. Copy a Savannah, Georgia worksheet. What I would like you to do is up here in the corner where it says copy, you are going to delete that and just put your last name, boom, and that works. All right, so now you're going to be able to edit it, all right, which you will eventually share with me. All right, it says directions. Analyze the photo of Savannah, Georgia, 1734 and the photo of Savannah, Georgia, 1818 to fill in the table and answer the answer response below. Also explore Savannah, Georgia today on Google Earth, and I will show you how to do that. All right, so you are going to take a look at both Savannah, Georgia, 1734 and Savannah, Georgia, 1818. You're going to write down all the physical features that you see in Savannah, Georgia, 1734. I wrote down trees and livestock. Okay, so I'm going to open up the photo again. So Savannah, Georgia, 1734. Okay, you can see my cursor, 1734. We see trees, physical features. They are natural to this earth. And on the bottom here, you can see animals, livestock, cows, and stuff like that. There are more physical features here other than trees and livestock. I want you to add in to the worksheet. Okay. Human interaction for Savannah, Georgia, 1734. Once again, I have an example here. Cut down trees to clear out the land to build houses. And it also says to add more because I want you to find out what else is being done there. So human interaction. What have people done to this land? All right, and let's go back up to this photo. All right, so remember that Savannah, Georgia was founded by James Oglethorpe and his crew. Think about it. What are the chances that James Oglethorpe and his boys were sailing up the river to find this beautifully cut out piece of land, no trees in sight? Very slim chance. Impossible. Did not happen. So what did they have to do? They had to get their axe, they get their saws, and they started to go to work. All right, they cut out this little area where the trees were to then build their settlement. That's human interaction. All right, if James Oglethorpe and his boys did not sail up the river, this piece of land would still have all these trees. Humans interacted with the land by cutting down the trees to cut out an area to build their settlement. What else do you see people doing? Right? Add some more into the Savannah, Georgia 1734 human interaction box. You are going to do the exact same thing for Savannah, Georgia 1818. Physical features, what do you see there? Okay, I already mentioned rice. There's rice fields. Rice can go right there. What else do you see? This is the same exact place as Savannah, Georgia 1734. It's just a different time period, a different part in history. It is now 1818. Chances are you will have similar answers in Savannah, Georgia 1818 physical features as you did for Savannah, Georgia 1734 because it's the same place. All right, just different time. All right. And then you're going to write in human interaction. How did they interact with the land? What did they do? 80 years have gone by. What has changed? What did people have to do? All right, you're going to write that in there. Savannah, Georgia today. Now I want you to take a trip to Savannah, Georgia without actually going anywhere. We're going to play around with Google Earth. All right, and if you're on the worksheet, you can just click right here, Google Earth. You can go to the assignments table and hit Google Earth. All right, and you are going to come up to this page right here, Google Earth. All right, you are going to hit Launch Earth. Very simple. Okay, it's loading. And when it loads, you're going to see this. In the top right here, you're going to hit this little thing, and you're going to type in Savannah, Georgia, which I already have. That's why you see Savannah right here. You need to zoom in. You're going to take a look at what Savannah, Georgia. This is satellite images of Savannah, Georgia today. All right, so when you do that, all you have to do is double click. Get closer. Keep on getting closer. What physical features do you see? What human interaction do you see? Just scroll around. You see, all I did was click the screen, and you see the little fist? You can drag this around. Okay. And when you open up Google Earth, there's going to be an option for you to take a little tutorial to see different features. Okay, you can look at that and see what other things you can do. All right, you can keep on clicking to get even closer, where you can literally see the streets and the cars that are parked there. Okay. When you're in here, you're looking for physical features and human interaction. This is not Savannah, Georgia 1734. This is not Savannah, Georgia 1818. This is Savannah, Georgia 2020. All right, so what physical features do you see and what human interaction has happened over the course of, from 1818 to 2020? This stuff was not here. What had to happen? Okay. So that's what you write in here. And then to end it, number 1, this is the short answer, the only short answer you have. Analyze each map. What about the landscape change over the course of 80 years? What do you think happened over the course of 80 years that led to this change? All right, so that's asking you. All right, we saw what happened from Savannah, Georgia 1734 to Savannah, Georgia 1818. They look different. Okay, we wrote in the human interaction. What changed? You are to think about why that changed. What happened over the course of 80 years that led from Savannah, Georgia looking like this to this? What happened over 80 years that, Savannah, Georgia in 1734 cut down these many trees doesn't look like there's any rice fields here, to now doesn't look like there's many trees at all, having all these rice fields around it. All right, so that's your assignment. When you are done with your worksheet, you are going to go up to here, share, and in where it says people, you're going to type my email address. and then hit send. And that is how you do it. You do that, you get the credit for today. There is no exit ticket for today. There's no major assessment. I will base it off of this. So I need to get this worksheet. Okay. All right, guys, that's the tutorial for today. Have fun, and I'll catch you later.